and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard. Line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set. 380. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Jim. No,
on 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by Funchess. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got his man, Hilton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Funchess has it complete. And some room to maneuver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run with Ware. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Who you draw focus? Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 50.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Mike 50. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. Jones has it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And it's caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Ware. The new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signal for and take it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean reins and throw the football.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays in the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Brady looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready, black 25. Ready, sit up. Good job, ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Brady complete to Hilton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Ready, check. Come on, check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Down, ready. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check. Let's go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You don't want it. Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Vinatieri's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, South. Here we go. Hey, Echo. Here we go. Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
22.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This complete to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
21.
Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Ryan. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
21. 11.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Wait, that 380.
Watch the edge. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch the edge. Watch
72.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
No, 66.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Wait, 10, 53! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, Alabama.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Spencer Ware with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. White.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 65 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Ebron's got it. Busts through the tackle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught. Cooper. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ryan now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking end zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 36 yards. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 12, Brady. Ebron with it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Brady. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Ryan from his end zone on 3rd and long. And finding the tight end Hooper. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16. 1st down Falcons. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Ryan. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball. so they should get another shot.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No.
It got his man complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 45 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.
You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play.